Okay, let's get going. Hey, buddy. Alrighty. Oh, wait. Why is my game so slow? That's not how it's supposed to be. Stealth, time of day. There we go. I love how I changed the time of day and I still can't tell. I hope it's just because of the rain. Let's start south of the lookout tower, right? There we go. Hey, Xavier. Howdy, no break. Oh, why can't I control my game? Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, we have shots of that. Oh my. Yeah, I need to include. I don't like either of these angles, to be quite frank, but I think of the two, this one's better, so let's do this, and then this. Oh, music, almost forgot. Oh, we should be starting this from the beginning. Alright, that's not too loud, right, chat? I'm gonna turn it down on my end, just in case. If it ever gets too loud, just tell me. Okay. I started a Dark Souls 1 playthrough. Awesome. I'm spending the day rewriting more Dark Souls 2 lore. Awesome. You guys are doing great. Yeah, okay, so. There we go. There we go. It's really funny that the cleric class doesn't start with enough strength to use their starting weapon. Wait, are you serious? That's actually hilarious. See, I don't play cleric, so... I guess you can still two-hand it though, right? So, that's one way to do it. You don't have to one-hand it, right? There we go. I swear at this point, I may as well just say I'm documenting Banished Knights for a living. It really do feel that way sometimes. I really do feel like that sometimes. There we go. There we go. The Macy's 14 strength, but you start with 12. That is so funny. And it's a cleric weapon that they regularly use. Man is truly of the cloth. I guess that makes sense because we're supposed to be a cleric on pilgrimage, right? So we're not necessarily one who's used to properly fighting. We just have our miracles. Neat detail. Alright. Anything else we should get shots of? Yeah, there's just the tower all the way far here. I'm gonna turn this down slightly more. As much as I love this song, I'm trying not to have it. There we go. Let's put it a little bit lower. There we go. Let's see. And some more stuff like Huntsman Copse and Outcome's Time being an undead town below the castle. Drang Lake, undead slave town after some time. The cops we know of. Oh. Just trying to create your own little interesting view of this. Oh. Wait. Where's the tower? Oh god. Rain plus high LODs. The frame rate, chat, the frame rate. You'll get even more Banished Knight stuff in the DLC. Oh, one can only hope. Alright, so we, I'm gonna have to add to my Godric analysis the trail of bodies. Let's do this. There we go. Get the rain over there so it's not over here. Do this. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, because I didn't ever even notice that. Again, doing data collection for this game is so difficult, chat. I don't know how I'm supposed to do all this stuff by myself. And that's why I rely on you guys as much as possible with whatever you guys notice. Yeah, we already got shots of all that. I could have sworn my shot I had only had 3 of these guys, but maybe I just forgot. Whatever. Anyway. Now I'm curious if there's like more like demi-humans just like lying around places. So these guys are patrolling. I remember us finding some demi-humans near Lux Ruins too. Maybe I should investigate that again and see if I can find a similar trail. Or if it's just, the idea is like they're all around there. Interesting. Huh. I guess the gray hair on the helmets is actually the hair because despite the unaltered helmet not having it when we wear it, but the knights will have gray hair poking through the cloth. Wait. What do you mean by poking through the cloth? Oh, you mean the gray hair of the Banished Knights. For a second, I thought you were talking about the Godric Knights. Like, cause that I always associate the gray hair with their helmets, but yeah, Banished Knights have their own gray hair. Yeah, my assumption is supposed to be because the Banished Knights, at least the ones we fight, are supposed to be, you know, old, kind of like O'Neill and stuff, right? Like, they've been alive a very long time, since, like, Godfrey's time, and obviously Godfrey's an old man now. So these are, like, at least the ones we encounter are, like, the old guard, the surviving veterans of that period. Also have a question, why would Vendrick cut off the path to DLC areas, even though he said it's adversity befitting of a monarch? I'm probably another DS2 writing club. No. This is, the point that Vendrick is making in that line is that adversity is what it means to be a king. Now, he stopped being a king, and he has no intention of anyone else proceeding along the path, because he thinks it's too dangerous for most other people, right? Obviously consider it dangerous for himself. For him, the true throne was, of course, the throne of want. And why is he gonna, you know, challenge himself that way when he can already, when he can just go for the throne? So I think the goal with Vendrick when he meets us is kind of like he sees that we might be able to do what he refused to. Or he's in such disbelief that we could possibly do that. He's like, okay, sure, you think you're such a great king, do what I could not. You know, do that thing that only a king would be able to do. And then obviously we take their crowns, we bring him back, and he does this thing, and he makes a point about how we can make our decision with the throne, when we take the throne, through our own will, and not through the bias of hollowing. Hope that makes sense off the cuff like that, no Bray. I'm not seeing any more of these guys, so I think we could just go to the Tower of Return. Also, I don't know if you saw, chat, but... Well, you guys probably wouldn't see now, would you? But, I got up today. I checked my Twitter notifications. I was like, you know, made that post. I may as well see if it's doing okay. And holy frick, I saw the notifications just stampede me. I'm like, holy hell! My phone! It is just endless notifications. I should have known because it's a thread. And for some reason, Twitter doesn't consider it like, oh, it's like, oh, look, someone's liked a lot of your craft. They just like make each individual post like a like notification. I'm just like, oh my god, there's so much. It's been a while since we had one of those moments, Jet. It feels very weird how like the growth of my my Twitter, I'm gonna use the new name, has basically been totally based around the like boom and bust. Like sometimes it explodes and then it kind of stagnates for a while, and then it explodes and then it stagnates for a while. I don't know if that's how it is for everybody, but I personally find it funny. Okay. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what the strategic importance of this is, unless there was a bridge or something that could connect Morn Castle to here. And this would be like a back door into Morn at one point. Yeah, other than that, I have no idea. There we go. It did very well, yeah, very well. Much more than I was expecting. I'm surprised so many people care about, like, my random things about Radigan. So I guess I must have said something really provocative or something. Really? Okay. There we go. Yeah, there goes the rain. Okay, maybe we can get better lighting, because I'm not actually really digging this lighting we got right now. Hey, Night Scout. Gosh, it's so late. What are you people all doing up? Go to bed, kids. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. I got confused. Let's see. Yeah, that makes sense. Good to know. I got confused in that part when I was revisiting Dragon Lake lore to fit with the new timeline events. Also, are you a bit sick, Loki? Your voice is a bit rough. Nah, I'm just tired. It's late at night. It's a casual stream. But thank you for asking. I do have family that actually, has apparently was really sick over the holidays. I was very sad for them. All right, let's see if we can get like the lighting facing this tower. Maybe it was a tower for shooting at boats that could have tried to attack by sea. That's a decent explanation, sure. In case someone tried attacking Morn from over the sea, yeah, maybe. Yeah, if we assume that the range could hit. Again, I'm not sure how feasible that would be. I'm not an expert in that type of stuff, but let's just assume, for the sake of argument, that that's true. That it could totally be like, boo-boo, boo-boo, we will barrage you. So then you have barrages coming from the castle and from the tower, maybe. Yeah, I could see that maybe working. Again, the other argument would be like, okay, maybe they're not expecting it from here, but purely from here. And so the idea was just to create the fortification so they could charge down. Yeah, you know, I can see that. I think that's a fair statement, Night Scout. Or is it supposed to just defend the trap chest? Yeah, I don't think the trap chest is too much relevance. I think the trap chest is more so connected to Banished Knight / Godric in general, right? Because both parties would have wanted to use a back door back to the fortified manor. Banished Knights for obvious cultural reasons as the farm colonists, and the Godric for a easy way so he can, you know, take over a castle in the middle of Langdell. Like, I don't, like, that's just like, just imagine, like, you're like just going about your business with all your defenses and stuff, and then suddenly the enemy is besieging you from a castle smack dab in the middle of your city. Like, that truly would be the most genius strategy that someone could ever pull off. And something you can only really accomplish, I guess, with magic. If we're going with that, I wonder if the fog will disappear. If I do. Yeah, I wonder if the fog will disappear if I do this. Understandable, I'm only up because I'm not that tired yet, and my mind is focused in removing the New Game Plus Black Phantoms of Dark Souls 2 and rewriting lore. Is that so? There we go. I think this is fair. Nardi was very excited for this stream, but it seems like you started too late for her. Aw, that sucks. Well, good news for Nardi. I might do 2 streams tomorrow, and one of them will be ER, just for her. We'll see. Today has just been it's been super busy, chat. I have a new project going on, and it's taking up all my time during the day to focus on it, so I can only do this stuff really late. Because who needs sleep, am I right? Clearly none of you do. The Tower of Return feels like it might only be able to transfer a few people at a time, so Godric would need the Fortified Manor to be abandoned. I think that's a pretty fair statement to say. I don't think anyone's using the Fortified Manor during the period of the Shattering. I mean, why would you? It's just a vacation home at that point. And the people who vacation there are kind of in jail. Let me try this. Nah. Maybe if I had high LODs, I could do it. God, I love Grand Escape. It's such a good song. Such a good film, too. Yeah, this is better. It's definitely an improvement. I think I have a shot of this, but just in case I don't. Yeah, I love this angle. Yes. I wonder if we can... I wonder if the fog is because of the nighttime that it actually is in-game versus the lighting we have. So, if I put this during midday, yeah. Will this get rid of the fog? Definitely better, yeah. But there's still that fog there, so... Wait, is it just foggy now? I can't tell anymore. Fine, we'll just give up. Just give it up! God, Honkai's infecting my brain. Oh, we don't want the Wandering Mausoleum in the shot, so... Okay, how about you, buddy? Now he's not moving. There we go. There we go. God, why am I such a perfectionist over these stupid shots? It's not like any of you are going to be able to appreciate the detail for the 2 seconds you look at them at such a small size. Seriously, why am I like this? But it looks so good, chat! That's why! We will put it at 1600. There we go. No, it's okay. Yeah, it only gets foggier from here. So many shipwrecks, so much drift coming ashore. Let's see. Continuing from my little lore rewrite info, since in Dark Souls 3 it said that Drangleic helped in the Firelink, even though it truly didn't. Wanted to give something which could say that being the case, and that was Vendrick. I mean, the point of it helping so far with the fire, the point of them facilitating the Firelink is because that's where the throne that leads to the first flame was. Like, that's the extent to which Drangleic is a core component of that. It's where the events of Dark Souls 2 take place. That's all that's referring to. But again, it's your mod, Nopre, so feel free to add whatever you will. God, things get so sketchy with high LODs in this map. Okay, so I got my towers. Let me just do this. Yeah, there's nothing really I want to add here. Let's go say hi to our resident demi-humans. Or not. Can I not get up here this way? Am I crazy? Oh. Yeah, I guess I'm crazy. It's fine. Okay, so we're not going to the Minor Tree. Okay, we got the graveyard here. We got the graveyard here. Tombsworth Catacombs is here. Church of the Pilgrimage, we don't need to worry there. Demi-Human Forest Ruins. I actually want to look at this. I wonder if there's any, can be any lore to be found with where turtles are. It's possible, because I haven't seen anything too heavy on the turtle stuff since Summon Water Village. So I could totally see turtles having like some deep lore about them based on their location. At least some of their locations. Some of it I think is just like, oh look, there's water here, so let's put a turtle here. Some of it I don't think is that complicated, right? Do this. There we go. I don't even want to change the lighting. I'm so happy with this. Alright, so any other angles I want to try? Nah, I think that's good enough. Yeah, we're good. Weeping Peninsula and Northern Linear have rises with normal-sized phantom tortoises. Moonlight Altar has the gigantic phantom ones. That's true. Maybe the size of the spirits correlates to the amount of influence of the moon on that area. I could see that correlating depending on how related, cosmic magic, like the moon is. Right, I need to be on torrent. Whoops, forgot about that detail. So it could work. Alright, we're taking the Pilgrim's Path today, chat. Just doing it a little backwards. Listen, all the pilgrims have to take the route back home, don't they? Geez, no wonder they didn't have a highway here. I was actually going to go into detail in my little Twitter post about, like, the rope bridge and stuff being here and the reasons for the highway, but I was like, you know what? It is such a huge aside to that thread. I'm just going to cut it short and just kind of be like, you know, it's mostly highway. It's mostly safe highway to make the journey easier, but hey, it's a long way and people die. Any other shots I could be missing for this? We've got shots of that. We have shots of all that. I guess we can get an angle of this from here. Oh. You think it's because it's the place of security for the Leonine elites? I can see that too. That maybe the spirits, the size of the spirits, is more so just because of the power and abilities of the acquirers, of the people who use them for trials and stuff. Those sorcerers. There. With that. Oh, you know what? I know what I need at Morn. I remember now, because I was like, don't I already have this? And I don't. There we go. There we go. Oh god, what was the safe way to get down here again, chat? I forget. I did it. Alright, I guess we're not getting this one because I'm not... Oh, sorry. I'm not killing this boss here yet. I guess we should switch to another character, but I really kind of don't want to right now. I think I'm gonna have to, though, chat. I think the giant turtles are the same as the turtle pope minus the hat. I would not be surprised. That makes sense to me. That sounds like a developer thing to do to cut down on resources, right? We got the we don't need any of this stuff. Okay, we're good. All right. So anything else? We got the graveyards all along here. Is there anything here? There's just demi-humans in this area, right? That's Yura's little hidey hole. That's where the Onyx Lord or whatever is. Fringe Folk Hero's grave. Anything we need from there? The Sellen's prison is right next to the pilgrimage churches. Mages tried to curry favor with demi-humans nearby, probably for safe passage. I don't... Here's the thing. I think I've said this before. These two settlements seem to have been constructed for the purposes of helping build the Wandering Mausoleum. So it was where Miquella was like test running the creation in this nice little out-of-the-way countryside area to create the Wandering Mausoleums, right? So that, and then, which was replicated, of course, then across the entire Lands Between once it succeeded. Then later on, someone came in and made this their little setup for hunting down, like, sorcerers and stuff. I can't remember the Japanese name of this, but I think it's called, Witch Seal Ruins, if I remember right. Because, again, it seals Selin, the witch, there. But the general idea seems to be that it's like an old mortuary settlement, very small, and it was not there for long because no dirt roads exist to connect these places. So these were not settlements that lasted with regular traffic for a very long time. Again, hence the whole Wandering Mausoleum experimentation. They were basically set up, they were propped up to help work on creating those, and once this giant project was finished in relatively short time, the places were up and abandoned. Cave of Knowledge, Stranded Graveyard. I didn't use many shots from the Cave of Knowledge in my Godric analysis either, even though those are some of the nobles there, and I'm starting to wonder if I should. If, like, one of the shots I have of nobles, like, digging through graves could be replaced with the ones in the caves. But again, I wonder if I should put more stuff with the carts and things, dumping supplies and things, and relate that to, like, an expedition or whatever. The first step. I think we have everything else covered. It's mostly items. I don't think we need to talk about the chest here. Hey, Golden Fatty. Love you too, Old Man is coming out soon, and then you visit a medieval Europe in my life. If not, pigeons must fly because of dirt. Golden Fatty? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know if you just didn't do a grammar check or what, if English isn't your native language, but I did not understand that. That sounds like a whole lot of gibberish to me. Maybe it's just too late at night, I'm not processing properly. If so, forgive me. Then I'm the dumb one. Go to Saint's Bridge and see. Because we got the graveyards here, right? So we should be mostly good on this spot. It's because Haida left it already in all other lands, just left with what Haida did for fire linking to the side. Drang Lake founded Throne, but just did that, didn't have the system. Yeah, that's fair. Again, I'm not disagreeing with your choice to do so. It's just that I understand what the text is saying when they're doing it. But like you said, they didn't really, you know, do anything, right? Like compared to Lordran in Dark Souls 1, where the whole system was basically set up by all the powers that be. In Dark Souls 2, it's Nashandra, I guess, kind of. She just sits around doing nothing, though. She didn't really contribute much to it. And Shanalot. That's kind of it. Oh, and the Firekeepers. Let's not forget the Firekeepers. Not really that much. At the very least, you have Gwyndolin and Frampt and the entire Undead Burg at one point. And, well, the Undead Burg government, at least, at that one point. And stuff like that were contributing in Lordran. So yeah, I get what your point is, Nombre. Okay, we have shots of that. We have shots over there with the Erd Tree. No, that message doesn't make any sense. Okay, thank you for confirming for me, Xavier. I'm glad I allow you to be my adjudicator of sense. Exactly, lol. The ruins jailing Selin have Liurnian Dull Soldiers. A sorcerer with a Celian spell, Ambush Shard, is in there, and then there's a demi-humans nearby. Also, the shield of the guilties at the ruins of the demi-humans, if I recall correctly, and it's a mix of gold and silver like these armor. Yeah, I agree. I think the soldiers at the, the sorcerers who set up shop at the Demi-Human Forest ruins and, you know, made contact with the Demi-Human Forest, I do think that they were experimenting with the same stuff that we see the sinners and the guilty on. I think it's the same exact idea. Now, I'm not again, now, one possibility I've thought about is that they set up shop post-Liurnian Wars as a direct response to, like, the connections now between the Lands of Faith and stuff like that. So there becomes this bit of added friction. So it's like sorcerers don't really like you using stuff related to faith sorceries, right? But we're not 100% sure if that was the type of magic those sorcerers were using. But then you have the whole thing of dealing with like other outer gods and stuff like that maybe the Lingdell folks were not too keen on. So yeah, I'm really interested in trying to pinpoint exactly when those sorcerers got in there. Because it seems to have occurred before the what I'm now coining as the Fringe Folk Rebellion, just so we have something simple and catchy to refer to those last campaigns of Godfrey. Hey, if the Mariner is alive on this character, maybe it can knock down those trees at Summon Water? I don't think the Mariner's alive, because I think we've tested on this character. But yeah, don't worry, I'm not worried about, like, getting the trees knocked down Night Scout. I'm fine with trying to just work with the existing trees and stuff as it is. I have shots of this, but... I have shots of this graveyard, right? So... Oh my god, no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. There we go. We'll lock that into place. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, I love it when a plan comes together. In my opinion, the Weeping Peninsula got used as a joint penal colony. Lyria dumped unwanted there, and it became the new slave zone once Limgrave got colonized. No, I disagree with that, because one of the key assets that we know that sorcerers were there is because we have a what's it called, magic drake or spell drake talisman, and that's what English calls it. For in the nearby Earthbore cave from the Room Bear. So there's the idea that okay, there's sorcery there, but there's also there's also banished knights and, you know, the dragon worshippers that are defending against, trying to defend against the magic of those sorcerers there. That is also moving in. So again, that makes more sense in the case of the Stormveil Fringe Folk Rebellion, with the idea that you have all these banished knights and crew coming in and trying to take over and occupy that area, and then later we get the conflict with Godfrey, quote-unquote, liberating it. Which is why I say that I think the sorcerers have to come from much farther back. But admittedly, it is very open, so again, it's open-ended enough that I am willing to indulge in different theories on this subject. I can easily see us getting us finding a better scenario. Yeah, let's get the cathedral folks. Yeah, I still have higher LODs on. Reason it's a bit annoying is because of easy anti-cheat. Yes, I hate the anti-cheat stuff. It's also annoying to me because the anti-cheat stuff gets connected as like malware on my what's it called? What is it called? On my antivirus. I'm like, what the hell? I can't remember basic words. Now you know I'm tired. Anything else I want to add to here? Not really. We already have shots of this, so we're fine. But yeah, so I find it also annoying. I much prefer this camera. I kinda wish we had someone who would like go back over and like make this stuff like available for all the older FromSoft games, because this camera is so easy to use and so nice. Like I hate going back to any of the other older games now to do these kinds of things, because like damn, the tech is so primitive. Perhaps Room Bear killed the guard overseeing the imprisoned mages. Yeah, you know, that could work. Again, The thing I think with the Witchbane ruins is that the Witchbaner, quote unquote. So, let's say, for the sake of simplicity, we have a sorcerer from Celia, an assassin, if you will, whose entire shtick is he's been hired to kill other sorcerers, or seal them, imprison them, whatever his job might be. And this person sets up an entire shop in these old ruins that were previously used by Miquella. In this scenario, then, why would he set up there? Well, because there's a settlement, or at least was, a settlement of sorcerers there, and we know that there's a sorcerer tower on the other side of Weeping Peninsula and stuff, right? So there are sorcerers on this area, so he'll set up shop in this little alcove where he can do the hunting without trying to draw too much, overt attention, because, an assassin who just, attacks a town, straight up, isn't going to find much success. God, it's becoming a PowerPoint now as we... Erdtree, Swamp, everything else in frickin' Caelid. Anyway, so it's just him and his automaton marionettes, right? And then over time, as we can see, I guess the poison from the cultists who moved into the cave down below turned that place into like a death trap. We also know that there's also the sorcerer ball there, so we know a bunch of sorcerers were killed and being used to create that, graven... What's it called again? Graven Mass or something like that in English? I much prefer sorcerer ball. Ball of sorcerers. But maybe that's the Demon Souls bias in me. I like the prisoner ball in that game. I have shots at the gate. I have shots of the tower. I should get shots of, I don't remember if I have shots of Redmane. I didn't check. Damn. I'm gonna assume I do, because I remember us taking lots of shots of Redmane for Radahn and stuff. Yeah, but just in case, we'll do this. Yeah, we'll do this. Because it's a little poly enough that we don't have to worry about all the other crap. Graven School. Ah, okay, thank you. You have got to be kidding me. All this crap is low poly, but this gets rendered in detail? I swear, this game... We know what happened here. God, it's this one too. This is so funny. I swear, the things these games will render. Man, I love these fully rendered banners that aren't even facing any visible public. Miyazaki, why? Also, if he's using this HQ during the Shattering, he could probably get better money just killing people for the armies. I assume when you say the Shattering, you mean also, like, the current era with the Tarnished. Because I think the Shattering technically ended with Malenia and Radahn's battle, though I may be wrong on that. I don't remember all the references to the Shattering to see if it's technically ongoing or not. I mean, I know for sure, like, some people treat it like it's ongoing, like Godric, but... I'm not sure if, like, the game treats it as, like, a done event or not. Anyway, to your point, using this HQ during the Shadow, you can probably get better money just killing people for the armies. I don't know. It depends on what the story with the character is. Does he have a vendetta against sorcerers? Is this like a super special task that someone paid him a lot of money for? I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I'm just giving my basic impressions, but I haven't done a deep dive into it. So again, my thoughts are very malleable on this subject. The tree is very important, Loki. Yes, the tree is always important. We can't miss the tree lore. It's such a subtle part of the game's narrative. How will we ever be able to pick up on it if Miyazaki didn't make sure that we rendered it from even the minuscule distances away. Oh, you know what that reminds me? I want to check something with these types of trees. Yeah, all these trees have these little, like, dashes of gold and stuff in them. I can't tell if that's, like, intentional, or if that's supposed to be just, like, natural, like, tree texturing they're trying to do. Because, you know, trees aren't just, like, one flat texture, one color. Got a little variability there. I wonder if that's trying to simulate that, or if it's actually supposed to be, like, intentional, like, goldening. Because we see it for the tree, we see it for the tree where the Morn Hero is, too. That was a good move, so that's I'm gonna consider that not too important then, specifically for the Morn Hero's grave. Oh yes, yes, yes! I remember now. I want this because we don't have shots of this. God, the character is being a character, all right. Alright, you're out of the way now, buddy. I'll say this is that's probably one of my favorite favorite assets they've used in the game is those giant giants. If I'm being quite honest. Yeah, I think that's enough. I think that's fair, chat. Let's get the graveyard at Keelam, too. Loki, how much of Caelid's Red Sky do you attribute to the Scarlet Rot in the air? I'm willing to attribute it to the Scarlet Rot. I just don't know. I don't know how serious I should take it versus, say, the artistic purposes it serves, right? Like, how seriously should I be taking the red sky? Like, how far should I be going with that detail? Or was it just something where it's like Miyazaki was like, well, we have to have the red sky to go with the Scarlet Rot. That just looks cool. It's so ominous. Right, so. That I do wonder. There we go. I knew it was around here. Let's do it here. Wait, where's my character now? Okay. So let's go here. There we go. I don't like that. I think that's too zoomed out. I think we, yeah, I think we do need some focus here. There we go. I think this is enough. I think that's fair. Melaninia's second phase literally glows, so the Scarlet Rot can give off light of its own to an extent. Second phase stops glowing the instant she's defeated, so it seems to be a mindful attack tied to the Rot. I don't know, because I don't know how that works with other, say, similar effects for other bosses, or if it's just something where, like, when the enemy's HP is reduced to 0 and they're defeated, if those types of effects automatically are disabled, right? So, like, yeah, I don't know if it's like, oh, it turns off as soon as you quote-unquote kill her. I don't know if that's, like, something in the, if that's something, like, intentional, or if that's just part of the game's programming. Again, it could be both. Again, not saying it's not, but that is something where I'm kind of like, Yeah, definitely worth something to consider. Like I said, I could, my like default presumption would be that yes, it is. I just haven't thought about it hard enough where I can say I can give you an informed answer or opinion on the matter. Because I really haven't thought about it too hard. Xavier's backing you up there, Night Scout. She does weirdly glow. Yeah, but I don't know if it's like, oh, if it's because magic lighting, if it's because, like, some cosmic shit, if it's because of, like, the air, there's so much, I don't know, like, scarlet rot crap and stuff in the air, it's causing some refraction of light that turns the sky red. I don't know that's the science of that stuff. I'm a writer, not a scientist. I write people who are supposed to be that smart. I'm not that smart. Something else tied to the Scarlet Rot has an animation for disappearing when she's defeated, so it appears intentional. It depends on what that something else is. Okay, anything else we should be concerned about for? Oh, the cave. Duh. We have to think about the... Oh. Oopsie. I unplugged my... Sorry there, chat. I unplugged my, headphones. There we go. Alright. Of course it happens at the climax. Anyway. Let's do this. Oh, it's this way, right? I passed by you several times, my friend. Also, you're starting to lag my game, so please stop. But there's the town. Where's that highway? There we go. God. Hey, can we get a mariner to knock down these trees? No luck, huh? Somehow I feel it isn't gonna work. Do you know what my problem with this shot is? Actually two things. One, all those meteorites in the background. And two, this little asshole in the corner. Motherfucker. Okay, let's switch to Sashinki. I also, before we did this, set up a new character. Delete. Just in case we need, like, anything that I've, like, already looted or something in the future. Probably just Scarlet Rot vibes making the sky red, like any weird element, like energy source affecting everything it touches in this game. Yeah, again, I think that's fair. Also, wait. You're already here. Wait. Oh no. I think my barbarian man is being stalked by the nomad. Alright, let's refresh everything, make sure nothing important got broken. I asked because Caelid's sky looked slightly red in the story trailer before the Scarlet Leona, but it might have been sunrise or sunset at the time. Yeah, that's fair. I think another point I've made before is it could also be because of story changes, because there are signs that the battle between Malenia and Radahn was originally intended for where we fight Radahn in his boss room, and the whole Aeonia, Scarlet Aeonia flower thing got moved over here with the swamp and stuff. So it's quite possible this was like a very early concept of that got like sort of left behind in the scrap heap. And that's supposed to be like, you know, the aftermath of Radahn's battle with Malenia in that original teaser, right? So, again, it could just be, like, literally the Scarlet Rot has just started spreading and has turned the sky and all that stuff way back then. And obviously we know by the time that the, like, story trailers and stuff are coming out, that's largely changed. And this... And that's where the question becomes, okay, is the red sky supposed to be like a sunset or something? Or is it now supposed to actually be like something more serious? Yeah, the problem is that red is so strongly associated with the Scarlet Rot. It's hard to say for sure whether or not the sky is being lumped in there thematically or literally, because there is an actual legit connection there. What do all these sprawling roots look like from really high up? Well, sure, let's find that out. By the way, chat, does anyone know what Nardi wanted shots of? Because I can grab those shots. It just looks like a mess of roots that are just showing up anywhere and everywhere, right? Like, I'm not sure if, like, these are supposed to be the Scarlet Rot. I mean, I think they are. I don't know. But, like, yeah. All of this just creates these giant sprawling roots that just appear everywhere. And the closer you get to the swamp, the more flowers they have, huh? Where does it stop? Does it ever really stop in Caelid? I think there's some here too, even, right? So yeah, I don't think it ever really stops. Flower gets around everywhere but Limgrave. Anyway. Alright, I like this shot. Alright, now for an alternate. No buildings over there, good, so we just do shots here. God, Grand Escape is such a good song. Da -da. I wonder why the fungal Scarlet Rot started to seemingly grow giant vines, because Miyazaki likes conflating fungi with plants. I don't know, it's his thing. Which, hey, I don't blame him. I did the same thing when I was sick, so. I was hoping it would look like it was all coming from the direction of the center. Nah, it's all random. It's kind of like Erdtree roots. They'll have them come from, like, every which way. Maybe the Scarlet Rot's trying to make its own knockoff Erdtree from Malenia's Rune or something? Yeah. I could see it. That doesn't sound, preposterous on its face, to me, at least. Alright, let's think. Godfrey comes in. They have this setup with the Rose Church and the tree done. They would take over Keelam, Forsaken Ruins. We have the Caelid Waypoint, Fort Gale, Street of Sages Ruins, Fort Faroth. Fort Faroth, I think we want our barbarian character to have because he's killed Grail, right? Yeah. I think that'd be smart. I think there's a scarab here we want shots of, right? Right next to the merchant. Oh, you know what? I just realized. I know what I'm going to be talking about next on Twitter, Xavier, since you asked yesterday. Let's talk about these wonderful dogs. Because so many people like to think that they're like some weird mutation of Caelid, and I've obviously taken a very different position. I think they're just native. Because everything in Caelid is just bigger. I don't make the rules. Everything's bigger in Caelid. I'm not crazy, am I? I hear it, too. got to the round table hold yet. I love that. Oh my god, I hate how it's constantly raining in this place. And then it's not. Just gotta go to the right corner of the map. Why don't you? Why do you have to be there? Also, we need to get rid of this stuff. There we go. Wait, am I lost again? Yep, I am. Okay. There we go. Oh, I forgot the one skull that first caught my attention. Of course, I missed it. Where are you, piece of shit? Okay, where's the scarab? There we go, so it's over here. Ah, there you are. Alright, let's go over here. Where's that spot? I know we were on it. Where's the magic spot? That's a great rant idea, yeah. It just finally occurred. I'm like, I know I have tons of stuff I can talk about. It's just, it's not occurring to me at the moment. But yeah, now it just occurred to me. I'm like, yeah, well, you know what? What's about the dogs and mounted pups? Oh, is it here? Come on, where is that spot? Oh, I accidentally found it, and now I'm lost. Ah, there it is. The magic spot, chat. No! No, I was so close. Where is it? I was right there. I feel like the game is trolling me at this point. Ah, there we go. Alright, where the frick are you? There you are. There you are, my pretty. There we go. You're only trolling yourself, Loki. I am wont to do that. I don't want to get too much of the camp here, so let's do... Yeah. This, I think, is good, right? You get a good, like, idea of, like, there's this cliff, it oversees everything, this is where you get the barrage, right? So you have this idea of harassing it. I'll be honest, if we can believe, like, barrages potentially, like, harassing convoys and stuff coming down this highway to supply Keelam, I think we could believe the Tower of Return could do the same to, like, ships out there. Yeah, I think the lookout tower could have totally done that. Alright. Alright, so this is done. Oh. Yeah. I'm done. Hey, Cheese Stick. What's going on? I'm just taking screenshots at Elden Ring. The usual. There's something else I wanted here, too. Oh, the Colosseum. That's right. Oh, yes. Just trying to hide that stupid golem so we can focus on just the Colosseum and our Jarman. Unfortunately. What's the guy hold again? Rain of Arrows? Actually, I think it's like Barrage, Rain of Arrows, something like that. You know, I don't play bow, so what would I know? Do you figure anything out with the Bread Flames and Volcanic Stones looking? The Barret, the Barret. You're gonna have to correct that for me because otherwise it's not clicking in my brain. I'm like, thoroughbred? Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, corpses, corpses. Yeah, there are no graves here. Over there, there's where the Everjail is. Yeah, there's nothing else that's like hiding here or something that we need to keep track of. Yeah, you go down like from around there, right? Let me double check. Is there any items? No, I've got shot of that one. Okay, I think that's the only one. Okay, got it. That's fine. Wait. Someone invading me? What? Checking messages. Nardi might want you to look at the Baleful Shadow in Ronnie's questline. Look at the SFX when he spawns in and the aura on his sword. Okay, so that means I'd have to do Ronnie's questline, right? Like, does the Baleful Shadow appear even if you don't do the quest, or is it specifically quest exclusive? Because if it is, I might not be able to get that, at least in my current playthroughs. I'd have to go through all of Ronnie's quests, so I think that'd have to be a dedicated, we sit down and we go through all of that. But yeah, I could totally do that. I think that's something. I think one of our characters could probably go to Ronnie's thing, right? Maybe this one or the delete. Actually, you know what? I think I could do the delete character. Or aren't there graves here? Alright, we're gonna keep that angle, move this stuff around so we get a better look at the jars. God, it's so weird having this place have, like, decent lighting. You know, previously I factored into the analysis that there were no graveyards here, so I was wondering if the graveyard all the way over here might be where they were supposed to be, like, fought and buried, like they tried to escape over to Bestial Sanctum, despite the fact that obviously FA is no longer there, like it was some desperate ploy. But now I'm thinking, nah, I think the idea is that the graveyard, they don't have a proper graveyard because the minor Erdtree's right there, so they just, you know, offer themselves up there, that way. Because that seems to be another thing that these jars are supposed to represent with all, like, the meat and stuff. Like, this is just another form of, hey, Erdtree burial. Yeah. I'm liking that. Yeah, I failed to take into account how close the the minor Erdtree is to this fort. That will be rectified. What if I put this earlier? Can we get, like... Ooh. I don't know, chat, what do you think? Is this good? You know what? I think 11... Dang, I keep on messing it up. There we go. I think 11 a.m. is good. Because you can get a better look at the fort and everything. Coffins are by Lensrise. Yeah, exactly. This was part of the what my point was. Like, I was looking at that, but I was like, you know, they're by Lensrise. There's the Sorcerer Balls there, so it's quite possible that either Len set up the tower there, or sorcerers were buried over there, or maybe Len took the sorcerers and had them buried there in the meantime while using them for parts and stuff. You know, kind of like a storage type deal. So I was like, I don't know if they could really be connected to Fort Faroth. They seem so far, with it being so far, right? And now I'm like, okay, now I have it. Now I have a firm holding on an alternative for Fort Faroth that I don't have to worry about. So that's nice. Yeah, the fort itself, though, I think we want to use on my barbarian character. Alright, so if we don't need the shots of the Lensrise Coffin Cemetery, then we can focus on the more important stuff. I can't believe I'm not dead. Anything here that we wanted? No. I have to double check my shots to see if I have all the graveyard stuff with the Church of the Plague. I want to say I do. I don't think I have shots of the skeletons, though. I might want to get shots of the individual skeleton types, possibly. Do skeletons spawn anywhere else here other than that stretch of land to the Church of the Plague? I don't think so, right? Oh, we don't have the tunnel. Yeah, that's actually good. That means I can get the magma worm. Watching you take these screenshots really has me appreciating Elden Ring's world and terrain design. I'm glad you feel that way, because I think from games don't get appreciated enough for how much thought goes into making them. Now, obviously, it's not, like, absolute or immaculate or anything, right? Like, they're still human. They make mistakes, or, you know, they don't think of every little thing that we could possibly think of or something, right? Like, and ultimately, this is a game, so they're limited by, like, assets and things like that and stuff, right? Like, there's tons of factors there, but all that being said, there's a lot of creativity and thought that goes into using that limited work, and I think that's a type of artistry in itself that should be appreciated. We'll try this one more time. So yeah, I'm glad that, like, looking around and seeing, you're like, wow, there's just so much, like, little details. Especially with the open world. I think what Elden Ring adds that past games didn't have is, that sense of, quote-unquote, to-scale connectedness, right? The open world just allows Miyazaki more freedom to tell stories across wide different areas compared to, say, past games. In past games, he could do it to some extent, but it would be a lot more limited, and would obviously be within sort of this Metroidvania type, on-rails roller coaster ride that he has us going on, right? Like, there's a certain linearity to it. In the open world of Elden Ring, it kind of just helps you feel more immersed, because it kind of all, you know, I don't know how to describe it exactly. It just sort of fits together in just a more immersive and realistic way. Right? Like, you have these towns, and the town has a graveyard right next side, right? Or there's this thing with, like, what we talked about on my Twitter thread the other day with, sort of the pilgrimage that you would take from Bellum Church all the way to the Church of Pilgrimage down there to reflect on Radagon's, life from going from hero to king, right? Like, there's those little things that you don't need to be, like, exposited to you. It just so helps the world feel more real and alive in ways that past FromSoft games don't necessarily. And again, not to shit on those games because they do a really good job with what they do too. I do find it funny how all the light is like the center part, but not on the rest of it. So it's like he's super dark for so much of his scales. Ooh, this might work. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I like this, chat. I like this. Me likey. Loki likey. Dark Souls wanted a great interconnected story, but had to scale down some spots to make the complete map work. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, again, it's not to discount what those games did, because it's still, like, the same underlying, vision behind it and stuff. But it's like, the Dark Souls, the games were ultimately limited by the fact they weren't open world. And Miyazaki, because Elden Ring is open world, Miyazaki takes full advantage of that to expand what he can do with his storytelling, right? And the same with the rest of From Software, right? It's just one of those things where it's like, there's more tools at the developer's disposal to take advantage of, and we see it on full display. They didn't just gimp out and let the open world be a gimmick, right? They let it be used as a way to extend the furthest reaches of their narrative in new ways that they couldn't do it before. And it's just something that I think deserves to be appreciated, just how much. Because people talk about the open world and how well it's made from a gameplay and design perspective, but I think from a narrative perspective, it deserves a little bit more than it gets. I don't know if I like this angle as much. Yeah, I think I like the other one better, but like, let's do this. We do need the close-up, so... There we go. I don't even mind if we get some of his wing clipped. Just trying to find the perfect angle. Yeah. Something like this, I think. There we go. Again, so we don't have to focus on the clipping. There we go. Yeah, but every piece of land in Elden Ring looks like the original walkout in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, that's also very true. Like, just the actual, like, thought that went into, like, picking the world and the scenic locales and stuff is just so amazing. Just being able to, there's just so many wow moments in this game when you're going through it. Like, it truly shows that From Software deserve, the sales numbers and reputation they now have, right? Like, it's not an accident. They truly show that they are master class. They didn't just accidentally make a good game several times. Am I crazy? Can I not leave? I guess not. I could have swore I could leave, but whatever. Huh? What? What's wrong, games? Am I missing something? I could have swore there was a lift here. I guess not. I guess I'm just crazy. It was just a drop down this whole time. Liurnia is gorgeous in particular. Oh, I agree. I think Liurnia is one of my favorite areas. Like, I can't decide if it's Liurnia or Leyndell that I like more. Am I ever gonna need shots of this? Well, if I ever did, doesn't matter now. Yeah, I know everyone hated Lost Isles, so my point is mute, but I think you mean moot. But it's a perfect example of the scaled down nature. I'll be honest, I don't hate Lost Isleth in the way that most people seem to. Like, I get why it's hated. It just, I never personally hated it that much. Like, I understand more like a Blighttown. My personal hell was the depths. Well, I've told the story before. But, like, that's, like, a very specific, like, horror story of mine. Like, it's something that wouldn't be replicable for most people. At least I hope not. So, like, I feel like Lost Isleth, again, I'm just such an Isleth simp. I really like a lot about that, that area, and the lore, and the characters, and, like, the terrain, and the design, and, like, the layers to it. Like, I don't know, I just like it. Sue me. Leyndell's beautiful too, though I think the blue sky, it also has a unique on Altus, helps with that. I agree. For me, Leyndell is more so like, yeah, the white stone contrasted by the golden tiled rooftops and things like that. I think that type of image just is very striking and memorable in a way that's both, it's familiar and yet strangely unique. Like, you feel like I've actually gone to, like, an entirely new country that I could believe exists somewhere, like, in, like, Eastern Europe. But it doesn't. It's only in the game. And that's just such a cool, surreal experience to feel when you go into Leyndell and just see something of such beauty. But like you said earlier, Liurnia is amazing too. Like, that's such a, the colors in Liurnia, and we should say this in all of Elden Ring. Like, Elden Ring is the most colorful of, like, From Software's lineup. Which can be bad in some ways. It takes away some of the atmosphere and stuff from some of the past games in many ways. But I think in terms of sheer beauty, some of the areas have a lot of Dark Souls places beat. It's a very pretty, colorful game. Leyndell or Farum Azula are, in my opinion, the best areas of ER. Farum Azula, too. That one looks pretty good. I'm not sure it's my favorite, because I think it starts looking samey after a while. But, like, yeah, it's one of those places where if I ever go back to every now and then, I can definitely be like, wow, this is pretty. Yeah, this game is just chock full of really great locations. We got that, we got that, we got that, we got that, we got that. We got that. We got that. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything in Caelid or somewhere. Cathedral, we got that. We got the Celia Gate. We have the Church of the Plague here. We have, the fort. Wait. When did these load? Why are these loading now? Why? Is it because I have higher LODs on, so the game's like, oh wait, he's here, so we need the higher LODs? That is so funny if so. Ah yes, look, I love my town. When it's non-existent. Hey look guys, I can take a shot of the Evergaol without any trees in the way. What I meant by Lost Isles is that it was supposed to be this land of the Witches of Chaos and a whole kingdom, but the area in game just felt kind of lacking comparatively to the idea. Yeah, I agree with you there. Again, a lot more could have been done with a lot more could have been done in that regard. I am always disappointed we never got to go through the door and explore, you know, the city of Isleth, and we just like kind of like get a cursory like tour through the demon ruins. That way, it's like, darn. Like, let me be able to, like, you know, go up to the different levels through the doors and the thing and, like, expand. That'd be a cool thing to see someone mod, is, like, create a full Lost City of Isleth through those big doors with, like, new assets and stuff. Like, this whole different area, like, That'd be kind of cool. And then, of course, you have the core of the city, right? Like, you know, the quote-unquote ruined capital of chaos area that we go to. Maybe expand on that somehow. Loki, why do you think Sellia has a big gate to the south that has no walls or fortifications at the west at all? I'll be honest, I think that is a huge question, very much worth asking. The first thing I thought was that maybe it's because it's on the highway road, and this has existed in Sellia for a while. For some reason, Sellia never built its road through the fields. It's all through this highway area around it where the swamp became, right? And again, recall that this isn't Erdtree Highway. This is mostly regular tile that seems to have been built by the sorcerer culture native here, right? So there's a huge question of why are these walls? One thought I had was that maybe at the time this is where Grail and company were, so they created a sort of natural barrier that dissuaded Godfrey from attacking this route. But that wouldn't explain why the Sellians built the road around like this. Was it just that the fields were not conducive to that? How much of this was swampland before? Because it's called the Caelid Fields. Not necessarily a swamp, but fields, especially at this low elevation, could create ponds and stuff at least. So was it like this area was just kind of marshy already, or a little bit more like wetlands kind of deal? Where it was like, you know, it's kind of field and grassy, but, you know, kind of very, like, little dirty and muddy, maybe. And that was, like, sort of dissuading them from building the road that way. There's so many things that I can think of. And all of it kind of boils down to, this is a rough countryside that ultimately was never cultivated or tamed or whatever. And the only person crazy enough to try to cut around the highway to take this undefended route was Melania, and it was so shocking, as we know with the whole thing with Radahn and interception and blah blah blah. Anyway, not gonna rehash that discussion. You guys are a little behind, huh? Sorry. I think it'd be cool if there's a swamp already there, or at least like hints of a swamp, like, you know, like maybe like I said, ponds or something, little dots and stuff. And the Scarlet Rot, again, let it become like full blown just swampland. Because it has to be a field, like it does have to be a field for Radahn and Melania's battle, so it can't be like predominantly just a swamp. Otherwise, then it's a very specific name in Japanese. Like you can't really get away from that. You can't kind of like, you know, make piecemeal of it. I don't know. Okay, so I'm thinking we got all the stuff I want for now. I'd have to double check for anything more. Maybe we should go for a shot of the Colosseum here too. Maybe the field was left as formality, so wars took place there without the city being at risk of falling. The question would be, what wars? Sellia didn't really seem to have any conflict up until the Fringe Folk Rebellion. Then it gets occupied, because sorcerers seem to it seems that sorcerers are just canonically not able to really put up much of a fight unless you're like freaking like Carian Knight sorcerers type deal, right? That seems to be the general trend I'm noticing as I do like look through the history of these places. But ooh, I think I know what I want to do. I want to get rid of the fog going this way, right? And then maybe, yeah. Anyway, so I just don't see any wars really happening there besides with Godfrey and the Stormveil peeps. At the same time, I'm also curious when the assassin culture at Sellia started, because that does beg a few questions. Where the supply and demand for sorcerer assassins came in. Oh, this then? Like, when does this stop being Stormhill? I guess it would have to be over here somewhere. Okay, so here. Gotcha, okay. Yeah, Kari Knights were goated. There are nerds who sometimes throw rocks. Sometimes. Oh, we'll go this way. Celios trains assassins too, so they might be aware of land grabs and conflicts. Yeah, but the problem is, like, the problem is that it's so out on the frontier, and nothing really is happening there for the longest time. That's really the issue, is that that land seems to be very sparsely populated, up until basically when the penal colony of Stormvale gets established. That's where we start seeing activity and history going on there. And then, of course, like I mentioned with the Fringe Folk Rebellion, suddenly, like, the whole region starts getting a bit populated with all the different settlements and forts and stuff getting built. This area was always, of course, had a little thing going on with the Celians. Farum Azula was up here. We know, of course, sorcerers end up settling here. It also seems like there were natives here because there's the village there that seems to be full of pagans that were living alongside the sorcerers there. So, like, yeah, there's just a lot. But again, it's very limited how far back the history would go. Are you done? Why is it still foggy? Why are you gonna be like that? Oh my god, it's clearing up. Thank all that is holy. I hate this. Like, don't get me wrong, the colors are beautiful, but screw this lighting. There we go. Yeah, use the shadows to cover some of those terrible textures. There we go. What the hell are these supposed to... Oh, I think those are supposed to just be bushes. I think those are just really flat textures of bushes. There we go. Dang Loki, do you normally play Elden Ring at ×2 speed? This is technically ×5 speed. But yes, ever since I got this camera, I've been using its time speed function to do everything. It just makes things so much easier to do, because we're just saving so much time, like, traveling around doing shit. We have the Cliff Bottom Catacombs, we have all the graveyards and stuff there, we have the Langdell Knight, we have the Lookout Tower, we have the different areas there. Oh! Academy Gate Town. I remember now. There are no graveyards or anything in this specific section besides here, right? I think I have a shot at that graveyard stuff, but let me grab it just in case. I have a question about Nokron wall motif that your free game can best observe. Sure, we'll do that. We'll do that last thing. Night Scout. Because it's really late in my area, and I kind of want to sleep at some point. You know, just a little. God, I have to do this on my barbarian man. Let's do this first. Academy Gate Town. Let's get the graveyard that's here. Liurnia, can you please not rain for 5 minutes? I beg you. Alright, let's go this way. Here, this way. No, that way. Oh my god, the lag! Higher LODs! Okay, I'm gonna just say this right now, chat. There is so much clutter in Liurnia, I don't think we have to worry about higher LODs being a thing, so we're just gonna do that. To save us all some problems. There we go. How far does the graveyard go? All the way back here. Okay, so. No, okay, good. There we go. Perfect. Then we do this. If you do stream Elden Ring tomorrow, what time would it be? I would like to do it earlier, but again, I just don't know what my schedule's going to be like. It's been all over the place. So it might not work out. Ah, I see. So the lighting only comes from that direction. I don't like nighttime either. That's okay. It could be worse. Also, I lied. Gotta check for higher LOD. It does look better. God, why am I like this? Let's move this again. Also, if Celia is too far out in the frontier, then it'd want walls in both directions, not get swamped by hungry T-Rex dog packs. Again, Celia didn't make the Storm Gate, the Celia Gate. Those were the Banished Knights. It's their Norman architecture. So again, they're the ones who made the gate. The highway is theirs, but not the gate. Same with the lookout tower above the gate. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, little after 12. Okay, any other angles we want of this graveyard? Again, I'm turning off this higher LODs and stuff later. Any important things about the gravestones I should be making note of? Nope, I don't see any flat top or flower top graves here, so just nice little mix. Oh my god, tell me you weren't in the shot. No, thank god, your item doesn't load until we're like this. Oh. So that's where all the skeletons are. You know, I really should know that. I really should know that. Alright, let's, oh my god, please. Higher LODs turn off. Let's find our Executioner. There's so many sorcerers here. Spellcaster. Oh no! Crystal Cave, Moss! How could it be? It can't be because this is a watery area laced with crystals. Wait. Blood Rose is here. That's actually good to know. There we go. Like the lighting too. Alright, let's get the higher LOD just to be safe. Okay. There we go. This makes things easier for us. Yeah, there's our Executioner boy. And dude, why are you still moving after this? I don't remember your camera allowing you to do that. What, to have to disturb your graves? Like, what's gonna make you guys do it? Get out of here. There you go. Eventually, I will hit the trigger point. Like, eventually, I'm going to pass through this trigger point. There's only so much space in this area. Okay, why are you not working? This is so weird. I have my character still moving. How do I get them to trigger? Maybe the times 5 speed affects the game's checks for if you're in the trigger point. We've never really had something like that happen before. Like, it skips some crucial frames. Let's try it, though. We'll turn it off. Nope, not changing anything. I think it's just I'm missing the location, because I remember doing this a long time ago and having a similar issue getting them to trigger. I don't think it's based on deaths, too, right? Because I don't think you have to kill the skeletons to get them all to go. Yeah, so. The other thing turning off times 5 speed does is make me realize how slow the base game is. It looks like it's going in slow-mo. They're literally right here below our feet, and I can't get him to come up. I feel so powerless. There's also a graveyard on the way to the Artist Shack. Yeah, yeah, I've got all those graveyards, yeah. So all the graveyards there have been done with. So everything related to Liurnia's, the Fringe Folk Rebellion has been done here, except for this graveyard, which I want the Executioner, because, well, Executioner, very important. Yeah, I don't know how to get this to trigger, chat. We might just have to give up. That, or I'll do this. Because I can always get the Sorcerers, Spellcasters, and, you know, Bandits, or whatever I want else later. Let's try to kill these guys, see if maybe that'll... See if that's the trigger. God, times 5 speed. They respawn faster. I'm tired of, There we go. What's up, Mr. Bandit? Go. Come on! Do I have to be, like, on my horse? Like... I don't know what the trigger is. Yeah, I've killed the first wave Night Scout, so... I was wondering if that could be the trigger. But I don't remember it being the trigger, and... Yeah. This is just very bizarre. I have to wonder if it's just a spot I'm missing. Yeah, I don't think you can get up there. I remember Nardi saying also that she wanted me to look at top tall ramparts to check for things. I want to say it's the Liurnia one, so maybe we'll do that instead if I can't get this to trigger. Yeah, if someone's able to recreate consistently how these guys spawn, we'll do it in a future stream, because I think we're just wasting time. Does acquiring the materials on the ground set them off, like your Tachyon plant roots attached to their bodies? I don't know about that specifically, but yeah, let's try looting something besides the item here. I figured the trigger would be around the body, considering that's what the game's drawing you to grab, but nothing else. There's nothing else really to grab except the blood roses, and I don't want to grab the blood roses, so yeah, Yeah, it's not you randomly doing stuff here. Okay. If you guys ever discover what the means is yourselves on your own time, we'll do that. For now, I'm gonna check stuff with Gate Freight. Great Gate Front Ruins. Yeah. Okay. So. Nope. Nothing up here for Nardi to worry about with chests or anything. We have the arrow thing here. Oh, cool. I didn't realize the guy leaned against the chest like that. I do find it so cool that you have both the Erd Tree and the Lion Beast Crest thing here. That's... I don't know, I just find that neat. Okay, so nothing there for Nardi. I'm leaving, but this is a really fun stream and some fun combos. I'll try to join the stream tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Night. Night, Cheese Stick. Again, sorry I was a little late on that one. Alright, you guys all... We all need to sleep at some point, so... Yeah, I think we switch over to Barbarian Man, get some of those shots of, like, the Fortress of Feroth. Alright, we go from Caelid Highway, the Caelid Dragon Canyon, Caelid... Oh, I never got shots of the Caelid Catacombs! Okay, and there's the graveyard stuff here. Okay, yeah, we want to get those shots next. Okay. And let's get shots of the Coffin Cemetery here. We do this. We do this. This is another option we can do. I wonder if this changes at all if we load ourselves here. Just trying to see if that changes anything. No, not really. Same thing, honestly. Okay. Oh, we also want the Church of Dragon Communion. We want to get a shot of that, so I have to go back to Limgrave. Oh. I'm glad I'm remembering all this stuff now. When I want to go to bed. Why am I like this? Yeah, okay, good. There we go. Ah, that stupid meteor! We have to switch over. Okay. We come back here with the other character. God damn it! God damn it! Why? Why? every flippin' time! Oh, you don't know how that pisses me off, chat. Oh god. Higher LOD, save me, chat, save me! God, is it actually raining in Caelid right now? Gosh, the poor girl's been suffering forever. Let's get as close as we can. Make sure everything's Gucci. Yeah. There we go. In fact, I'm gonna actually look at the shots I already have for this. Where are my shots for this, actually? Can I not open these shots? What? Huh, it's not letting me open them like I usually would. What if I open a new folder? Okay, yeah, that can be open now. Bit weird, but fine. Whatever. Where's FromSoft? FromSoft. Elden Ring. No, we want screenshots, right? God, it's because of the other projects. I don't have it in my quick access anymore. Whoops. Excuse me, chat, while I close that. Gonna move this to another thing. Now open this back up and screenshots. There we go. Open the folder. There we go. Oh, I must have already moved it a while back. Okay. No, did I? Yeah, I guess I did. Okay, so back to then Elden Ring. Oh. I will admit, switching to 4K has caused some weird headaches just because it's strangely not as intuitive and straightforward as when you're working with 1080p. I don't know why. It's such a bizarre thing to me too. Because there's like no reason for things in this game to work this way. Or it's like doing so much weird shit. And I think it's mostly because I'm playing the game in 1080p despite having a 4K screen. So it's just causing weird resolution stuff when I'm in-game and tabbing out and stuff. Which tells me I need to upgrade my PC so that way I can play everything in 4K now, which is, again, a bit of a headache. Elden Ring graphics, Elden Ring textures. No. Let's go to Caelid. Go to Grail's Dragon Barrel. Go to Forfaroth. Yes, there's the shot. Are you gonna open? Oh my god, and it opens everything on the wrong screen. That's the part that pissed me off the most. Anyway, now we can look at what I had originally. Honestly, I got it pretty close. It was a little bit more like this. There was no tower or any of this, so it was something like... Yeah. Yeah. I was zoomed in like this, about here. Angle's a bit more like this. Yeah, because we had the tower a bit like here. Yeah, now we have it. Yeah, now this is close to what we originally had. Yeah, I'm pretty damn close to what my original shot for this was. We lock this in place and we play around with the lighting. Yeah, we got this option. Alright. We'll leave it at that. I got pretty close to my original angle there, chat. Oh my god, there's so many tabs now I've opened. Oh, wait. 1 second, chat. I gotta... Gotta do something for you. There we go. Maybe a rant about how important floor is to the Lord. That's a way, way earlier. Sorry, sorry, Xavier. I don't even know if you're still in the chat, but that popped up. I popped up in the middle of the chat screen. I saw that. Whoopsie. Radon stopped the star so the photography scene in the lanes between wouldn't be ruined. Oh. You know what? Maybe he's a Chad after all. Maybe dude isn't a weird LARPer. Why does it do that now? That is so weird. It wasn't doing that earlier in the stream. I guess it must be a glitch. Okay. So like I said, we're gonna need my other character for all that, but we got this. Celia Crystal Tunnel, let's get a shot of. Just because the tunnel, I can't believe I survived. Anyway, just because the tunnel is going to be relevant for the analysis with the whole chest connecting to it and everything. Yeah, there we go. There you go. That's too far. I want to give it a little bit more zoomed out. Yes, there we go. I do love how at a certain point this zooming in becomes so fast just because we're like, you know, so zoomed in now. It's like the tiniest thing will make it go quicker. Oh, really? Oh. I didn't realize it was that bad. Let's keep on going. Nah, we want to be further down like this, yeah. Yeah, the idea is just to have some Celian infrastructure. Alright, now we lock this. She's curious. Oh yeah, Nardi was curious about the random armor the merchant near the entrance of Castle Morn has. Yes. The scale armor. We weren't able to find anything, during the stream when we were talking yesterday. Unfortunately. That armor does seem to be kind of random. I've said it before. It might be that it was like an armor for a starting class or something. And since, you know, with all other starting class armor, they kind of like throw it at some merchant somewhere. They might have done the same thing here and just had like this spare like set that had maybe like a specific idea in mind, but now it's lost and they're like, okay, we'll just give it something like generic, you know, kind of like fillery tarnished related, and just throw it at a random merchant who could use it. So it's just that merchant Isfin then, yeah. Let's see. What can I do with lighting here? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I actually like that. I like that lighting a lot, so let's go with this. I hate that glow thing for... Ah, but it makes the insides disappear. We don't want that. Fine. Fine! I will accept you for all your flaws. Oh, look, it's not here! Yeah, we did it! There we go. I like this shot even more. There we go. And then let's get some quick shots inside the tunnel. I think that's going to be all for that today, besides whatever you want, Night Scout, which again, I will switch over to my Sorcerer character just for that once we get... There we go. We just need to get a good composition on this guy here. Yeah, we'll even do this. So that way we can... Beautiful. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. Beautiful. Go. Oh. There we go. Oh, actually, I like this angle even better. Yeah. Yeah. Coolio. Yeah, there we go. I think this is a good, fair shot, right, Russ? Right, chat? There we go. Oh. Alright. Let's turn off... Actually, no, we'll keep higher LODs for the other character. With the Celia Crystal Tunnel seeming to have gravity stones, do you think the area was hit by meteorites in the past? I know there was old lore of the ancient dynasty having a thing for meteors. I don't know if that lore is still valid. But, if you ask me, the stuff with the gravity stones and stuff... Yes. I think that's the point of having the Falling Star Beast in that area, is that there was a major meteor strike that created that mine. Which I assume is true for all the mines. But I think something about that mine in particular had some weird gravitational energy. Hence why we see this area associated with, gravity magic so much, as well as like Noxian, night sorcery and stuff from that influence. I think the reason why we have like both magics having such a prevalence here is because like for whatever reason something from the stars was causing a lot more weird gravity stuff to happen in this area. Maybe chance, maybe what, I don't know. So Gale Tunnel, we got the shots of. Fort Gale North, I mentioned. There's Fort Gale. Smoldering Wall, Celia Crystal Tunnel, Abandoned Cave, we don't care about. Deep Shifa River, we don't care about. Dragon Barrel West. Nothing really here that we care about for now. Lens Rise, again, we can now ignore anything related in around Lens Rise, because that's probably related to Lens storyline. So yeah, it's mostly just this southern section I need with my other character. I think we'll be done with that. And then that should cover most of what we want here. I have the shots of the Third Church of America that I want for that part of the analysis. The Smoldering Church, Summon Water Village. Yeah, okay. I think we're pretty stacked, chat. I think we can focus on the stuff that I really care about. Which is going to start with the Church of Dragon Communion. Are those minor Erd trees in a row? Do you mean back when we were taking the Fort Fairolf shot, right? So it was like 1, 2... I don't know if they're a row per se. There's these two, there's the third one here. Yeah, they're not really in a row. I think they're as random as you can be on a landmass that is basically a ring. For a second, I was like, wait a second, where's this island? But I'm like, oh no, it's here. This isn't Weeping Peninsula. Yeah, we don't have the. Let's get the area to reload so it's a clear sunny day. Yeah, back to the shots near Fort Faroth. The models of the trees look surprisingly close despite their real locations. Yeah, I can see that. The perspective can mess with things, especially when I'm messing with the FOV and stuff, so that way things look like they're potentially closer than they really are. Oh, the cave's like over here. Yeah. Let's get a shot of here, because like this is like. Actually, no. Let's do it from. Yeah, I like this more. Because the tree covers up a lot of crap, but it lets you... There we go. Right. Helps keep the frame focused on the church back there. Now let's actually get to that church. How's that gonna work? We're gonna have to go this way. I think we have to go the long way around. I don't know if I've killed the boss here. Do you think giants eat the octopus mommies for breakfast or something? Get some protein in? There you are. Well, demi-humans definitely seem to enjoy it. So many bones, bones, and more bones. Alright. Yeah. No one thinks I seriously can't beat these bosses in a legit fight. So yeah, sorry to all those who were really looking forward to watching me do the 2 demi-human chiefs in a fair battle. I ain't doing it. There we go. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Yeah. Oh, cool. I never thought about like how much of the model was actually made versus above ground. I always forget about that type of stuff, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, I think this is good. Let's play around with this as always. I think this is good. Yeah. There you go. Alright, I think that's fair enough, chat. Giving lots of attention to that. What if you wanted a photo, but the Nocron Rock said, haha, background goes brrrr. Yeah, that's exactly my wait. Are you serious? Oh god, I didn't actually. Now you have me paranoid, Night Scout. Did I miss seeing my favorite little photo bomber? Let's get to those shots. Oh my fucking god, you're right! Okay? That's a future Loki problem. Listen, that's a future Loki problem. Future Loki can worry about that. Alright, let's switch over to the other one. Alright, so, Night Scout, what relief do you want to look at in Nocron or whatever? Let's do you first. I think people will be more understand the Nocron rocks and the Erd tree starting to burn. I don't think people care either way. It's just, it's me. I don't like having it in my shot. So, like, I try to do it with either when those things aren't noticeable, because they're, like, really, like, you know, like it's a pixel or two or something, or, like, you know, there's other stuff blocking it or something. Like, I personally don't like it. That's the problem. I care. No one else cares, but I care. And that's what matters to me. Yeah, okay, so we just need to go here. Night Sacred Groundside at Grace. The building nearby has little animal heads sticking out of the round facades. The little facades on the building are level with the Grace. Okay. I think those are just like generic stuff, but yeah, sure. We can get a closer look for you so you at least have a screenshot for reference. No one cares about you, doggy. Oh god, it's not loading properly, so we want to go up to the church. Yeah, we want to do exactly what my other guy did. Yeah. No. There you go. No frickin' rocks from Fort Height distracting me while I take that shot. Alright. Anything else here, buddy? Nope. Just letting you stare off into the distance. Okay, this is where '5 speed causes problems. I'm skipping some frames on the jumping. To be fair, that's also the high LODs we're using. Yeah, Nardi wonder if they were generic, but your free cam can get the closest look. Low stones can brighten the view, and the free cam won't have the Sekiro fade out up close. Yeah. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's do it. Does anyone remember what this was supposed to be? I can't remember if it's significant or not. If it was it might be a Radon thing that I already talked about in my thesis there. Yeah, that's another problem with me, is that I write so much that I just am liable to forget the shit I write about, and then it's like, I read it again, I'm like, oh wow, I already talked about this! So I rediscover things that I discovered previously, like a million, it's like, just me, I'm just a mess. How do I function? Truly, how do I... This is the only, Radon Knight on horseback, isn't he? Yeah, I don't think they use that anywhere else. I guess all the other horses got killed. They got murderized. Yeah, I honestly think. All right, let's there we go. And I don't think. Damn, I didn't want that to show up. I don't think we have to worry about the lighting giving us a better shot here, but let's just double check in case it can. Yeah, no. Every angle has this thing in shadow. There is no good angle here. Yeah, I want to have it on this way because we have so much looking to the right side of the face. There we go. Alright. We did it. I saw him using Flame of the Red Maze and then shoot a fireball for good measure on Liagi randomizer stream. Shoot a fireball? As in the horse? Oh no, just the knight. Okay. That might be cool to try to force out then. Because I actually like to see, do you remember, Night Scout, if there was any sigil, like, something going with it? Because I think Fireball would all just be generic, Prophet stuff, right? So I wonder if it's, like, independently discovered, if we can... I don't know, do we have anything that really... Ooh, actually, we might actually have some Prophet. Like, yeah. Doesn't, like, Prophet stuff get sold? Am I crazy? Doesn't this merchant sell Prophet stuff? No, he sells Champion. I think the Prophet stuff is in Lingdell only. Okay. Because I was supposed to be like, ooh, that would have been really cool and subtle if they did that. But maybe not. Okay, so maybe if it's a fireball with no sigil, then it's independently discovered, like, fire incantations for the purposes of Kaelid and stuff from there, you know, having to use flame. Jaren uses Flaming Strike, too, for what it's worth. Yeah, that's fair. I think that makes sense. Yeah. I don't think he used a sigil. It's probably Flame of the Red Mains, but he can use it better as a Red Main. Maybe all Red Main Knights can do it, but not every enemy can showcase their rare stuff on. Well, the thing is, he does it on horseback, and I'm not sure if they have access to their skills on horseback. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Like, what's my skill here? Yeah, no. I just do my HR. Yeah, I don't... At least as far as, like, NPC and, like, player character inputs are concerned, we can't do that. But, yeah, today's not a Gelmir day. Alright, so, anything else my guy here needs to get shots of? No, we're not looking at the Dragon Communion Church right now. As far as I'm concerned, it's perfectly fine. I don't remember getting a shot of the waypoint ruins off the highway, so I think we should do that. 1 second, I gotta check something before I... Didn't I have something right here? Yeah, you. Alright. Okay, good. I think I missed out on something, but it's fine. It's nothing major. All right, so we're ending this stream with a shot of this, and then the whole animal faces thing in Nocron. Is it strange for me to say I actually kind of want that thing to move out of the way? It's kind of distracting. We do this. The rules might be different since they aren't designed on NPC structures. Yeah, it's true. Like I said, I don't remember how it is for the knights and soldier enemies specifically. Okay. Let's quickly grab this before the... No, I don't care about you, stupid demi-human. God, so much stuff. Alright, we're gonna try to do this without getting the trolls in the way, just because I don't want every shot I have of this stuff to be with the trolls, if I'm being quite frank. There we go. I like this too that we had going here. There we go. I am very satisfied with that. Good, okay. Nocron. I love how I haven't beaten this game, and yet I have so many characters with so many hours. And I just find that so funny. All right, let's get the shot of this, and then I go sleep. I'm tired. I'm a sleepy boy. Where do we go? Where do we go? Night Sacred Ground. Not here. Is this it? Can't tell if that's an animal. I don't know about animal heads, but there's definitely these abstract face things, which are kind of disgusting. Okay, no, I can't get... Ooh, what if I do this? Kind of giving me better lighting here. Kind of. Right at the site of Grace, above where you jump from the rooftops. Because you jump for the rooftops here, right? So would it be these? Is that strictly them, or is it something else that I'm missing? I could have swore there was like a generic like animal thing somewhere. I might be thinking of something else then. Don't forget the mac and cheese. Oh, like the grace right at the end of the Ancestral Followers turf. Okay, so let's go to Ancestral Woods. So then, where you jump onto the rooftops. Okay, that's what you meant by that one. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is supposed to be some sort of creature, right? Yeah. This is better. This is much better. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything clear. It looks very generic. Same with this stuff. Okay. We got several shots of that stuff, though. I don't see anything else there. Actually, did these have a... Wow, these actually don't have any pedestals at the bottom. That's kind of surprising. Alright. Alright, we're ending this here. Thanks for showing up, everybody, and keeping me company for a late night stream. You guys are all mad lads for doing so. Thanks so much. To everyone else in the world, hope you have a good day and a happy new year. Bye.